everyone. This is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and I am excited to be with you this evening. And we're going to be talking about some energy that's coming in and has been affecting a lot of people. Having issues with my screen for just a second. That'll work. Let me work. So I am super excited to be with you guys. I know there'll be a couple of people jumping on very shortly. Hello. I have changed a lot in my business over the last couple of weeks, and I am just excited to be with y'all and understand some questions and kind of understanding some energy that are coming at us right now. So one of the things I think has been really interesting over the last few days, it has been kind of a wild ride with energy. I know that because I have heard from many of you and are really just going, asking, what's going on energetically, what's going on around the world. I have just felt so much energy, and I know y'all have as well. It's one of those, I am going to get in there once I get this. Facebook is being a little bit of a tonight. So let's see if we can get this going in the right direction. Sometimes it's very easy and then sometimes not. So I know. Let's see what we can figure out tonight. So I am excited. If y'all have any questions about energy that y'all have been dealing with or going through, or wait, hold on. So anything that y'all dealing with energetically, so Sandra's saying she's been tired and drained. I guarantee that that's part of the energy that has going on the planet. It has been overwhelming for the last couple of days, and I'm going to try to explain why. I have been doing all kinds of amazing stuff with videos and kind of going into what energetically is happening. So we're going to kind of talk about a couple of different things, some planetary energy, and then we've got some other things that are going on. And then I will add as much as I can to several of them and kind of give you some more information with the angel cards. And thank you for joining in. So let me actually start my intro, which I have not done yet. My name is Ruth Theresa with my company called One Inspiring Woman. I am a master medium and specialize in psychic intuition readings. I love to demonstrate my God-given abilities to not only you, but other people as well. I love doing that. If you choose to head to my website and get more information about booking a private or a group reading with me, or to schedule an energy clearing, because that's what we're kind of dealing with right now. I've had a lot of clients going over a lot of energy that's going on. So a couple of things, and it really depends on where you are energetically is what coming at you. So I want you to understand. So at the beginning of this month, we had Pluto kind of starting to come out of retrograde. So Pluto has been in retrograde since January 4th of 2020. It was in retrograde from April 27th through October 2nd. And then it's been kind of moving into this energy coming back in, it went into retrograde January 4th of this year. It will go into full retrograde on April 27th, turns direct on October 2nd, and then it'll come out of retrograde on January 25th of next year, 2022. So Pluto, this Pluto energy is all wrapped into not only Pluto's energy, but it's in the sign of Capricorn. So Pluto is all about transformation, power, death, rebirth, and revolutions. Capricorn is more about driven, being patient, strategically determining what you want to do, and very disciplined in its energy. So that energy kind of coincides going on at the same time that we're going through that. Uranus has been in retrograde for quite a while. This is the one that started in 2020, sorry. So it went into retrograde April 28th. It turned full direct on August 15th. It came out January 14th, and now it's starting to speed back up. So you're going to start feeling more of this Uranus energy coming at us, and it leaves the retrograde zone this year on April 30th. So Uranus comes in with this kind of very unpredictability in changes, rebellions, and reforms. And then it's in retrograde in the sign of Taurus, which is kind of really interesting. Taurus energy is very steady, driven, patient, persistent, solid, and very determined about being trustworthy and pushing other agendas. So we've got both of those energies in play right now, and then we're going to add some more crazy energy to this. So that's what I'm talking about. This is why people are really going crazy right now. Not too long ago, on the 14th, we had Mercury go into retrograde. So a lot of people are having issues with Mercury, normally have issues with Mercury, and kind of what is going on energetically with what's going on the planet. Mercury is, so Santa is saying high emotions mixed with emotion, and then frustration with people in Houston. I know Mars is also squares to Uranus, so we're getting there. So hold on, just a second. We're about to get into that energy. So Mercury right now is kind of just starting its pre-shadow area. So it's kind of like just getting in there. A lot of places are not even saying that it goes into retrograde. They only give the retrograde days that it's actually full in retrograde. But there's a lot of energy in the pre-stuff and in the post-stuff, in the post-shadow and the pre-shadow areas. Mercury is all about communication, about intellect, reasoning, language, and intelligence. And when this kind of goes down the way, as it goes into retrograde, it starts affecting us emotionally because we are unable to communicate the way we normally do. Things start not working the way they should, or they start bringing in more information than we normally should. It's one of those, or we share too much, or we don't share enough to get that person to really see or resonate with our energy. During this period of time, during Mercury in retrograde, a lot of people will go into hiding. It's one of those, they are literally afraid of Mercury in retrograde. I will tell you though, one of the things is, it's not really to hide from. It's one of those, Mercury comes in with some amazing energies, and it really gives us time. When a planet is in retrograde, it really gives us an opportunity to kind of make changes that we've kind of normally kind of skipped along, and now it's going to make those changes for us, or we're going to kind of be left behind. Between the cycles of a planet going into retrograde, its energy is hitting us normally, and it allows us to kind of keep growing. And then in retrograde, it's kind of like this going to sleep and kind of putting our energy back into where we need it to be, what we need to go. So on top of all of that, we also have our first quarter moon that started just 2 days, or on the 20th. And the first quarter moon is in the sign of Aries. And the feeling of a quarter moon and the energy of Aries can make us feel uncertain about what's about to happen. It can make us think that problems are bigger than they really are. And they can also bring in this energy that we think it's never going to be solved. It's never going to work through it. And it kind of gives it a little bit, everything else that we've been talking about, a little bit of a kick of energy. On top of all of that, we also have Aquarius. We are in the sign of Aquarius. Planet Earth is. And we will be in the sign of Aquarius from January 20th until February 18th. And this is the sign of really being active and really being an air sign. And so it's one of those, a lot of our planets are actually going into this amazing energy kind of thing. So amazing kind of what's about to happen. This Aquarius energy is all about winds of change and kind of how are we going to change and adjust what we want or what we choose to have on our planet. And it's kind of like giving us a little bit of like, what do we really want? A lot of people are kind of ready to breathe that sigh of relief and that energy, but this isn't the sign that you're going to get this in. This is a sign that's going to kind of keep us on hold for a little bit until we start working through it. So I understand this energy of Aquarius comes in really strong. But then on top of all of that that's already going on, and this is why people are feeling tired and anxious and a lot of frustration. I got hit by a whole bunch of energy yesterday, and I just had a meltdown for a little bit. I was able to recover with the help of a couple of friends to kind of pull my energy back down into ground. So if you are feeling airy-fairy and kind of like out of sorts, that is something that you can definitely do. I do have a tree meditation that is up that is really, really great about kind of regrounding and kind of using a tree to kind of help ground yourself and kind of pull yourself back into Mother Earth. So at the same time of all of this, we have Mars conjunct with Saturn, we have, which is square to Jupiter. We have Mercury in retrograde. We've already talked about that. And then we have Venus conjunct with Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter. So we've got all of this energy in play right now. And there's a lot of changes that are like literally waiting on the horizon to come forward for us. And it's kind of like, how are we going to adjust? How are we going to work through this? Really, this is kind of the beginning of our year. This January 20th kind of kicks everything into a start and kind of a really great way to kind of start everything over again. Mars forms this exciting yet uncooperative conjunction with our change maker, which is Uranus, which is about to come out of retrograde. So that's kind of one of those, or just went into retrograde. It's just about to come out of retrograde. So that's kind of like pulling that energy. And then we've got Uranus scoring with Jupiter. And Uranus is, like I said, the change maker. But then we've got Jupiter, which is about expanding everything. So everything getting bigger, everything getting more powerful, kind of amping up the energy, pulling into this. And that squared happens until from the 20th to the 23rd. And I know this is happening just during the same time that we have been overwhelmed with the presidential stuff, whether you like them or you don't like them or whatever it is. That brings up a lot. Megan is saying she's been feeling very hopeless, angry, bitter, and downright vindictive. So Megan, what I would tell you is what you've really got to do at this point is make sure that you're grounding yourself. If you have not been grounding yourself really well, and I literally got hit by other people's energy, it was just crazy energy. I literally was so angry. Anytime anybody told me something yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, I am just like beside myself. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to be overwhelmed by everybody else's energy, but this is what's going on. And that means, Megan, you probably got hit by a whole bunch of other people's energy. And that may be happening for other people, kind of just this super anger coming out. And that's the energy of Tara saying she almost fainted today. That's what I'm talking about. One of the things is, yes, grounding yourself is the best way to do it. And we can do a meditation at the end if y'all want to stay on until the end, like the last few minutes, we'll do a grounding meditation. That's a really great thing to do to kind of ground our energy and kind of get us back on track. We've kind of adding to all of this as we went through the presidential stuff yesterday. A lot of people are kind of angry or mad or upset, and then they're kind of getting around other people. And even if you're not upset about it, you can be hit with this energy as well. And that just brings a lot of energy to what's going on around us. It's time for us to kind of work through Mercury in retrograde and kind of catch up, reorganize what isn't organized or repair. I have been doing videos most of today to get things out so y'all can hear and understand about what's going on. Our community and the beloveds around us have loving compassion during this time frame of this conjunction of everything kind of coming together, yet it can still be overwhelming. So one of the things that I have found that has really helped me, like I said, is grounding, but it's one of those kind of letting it out. You've got to let it out because it's kind of like you've been hit by lightning, but you haven't released the energy. So we are going to do a meditation right at the end, probably in about 9-10 minutes or something like that. So one of the best things for you to kind of get ready for that is to take your shoes and put your feet on the ground as low to the ground as you possibly can. It doesn't matter if you're sitting down or laying down, but getting your feet grounded to the ground can actually help this energy and can kind of help you kind of go through this a little bit easier. A lot of people, like I said, have been really overwhelmed. I've heard about it. I've seen different posts on different platforms today about people being overwhelmed, and then even clients reaching out of just being overwhelmed with the energy on the planet of what's going on. Why didn't we know about this? Why are things coming up? I also thought it was really interesting for the last couple of hours that not just my energy, I think other people's energy are starting to calm down a little bit. Maybe not 100%, but we're starting to kind of see that come down where yesterday energy was amped at 100%. I feel like right now it's like 95. So it doesn't sound like it's coming down a lot, but it really is. And it's a really great time to kind of reground ourselves with all the energy in play right now. Everybody's going to be feeling things differently. So one person could be feeling more of Pluto, kind of more of that transformative power about rebirth and revolution, kind of kicked in with Capricorn's energy of being driven and being patient and strategic and determining what they want to bring in next. And then we've got Uranus's energy coming in with this unpredictable changes or rebellions and reforms coming around. And then kind of amped up by Taurus about being steady and driven and patient and persistent. So all of that is kind of really overwhelming people at this time. It's one of those, Mercury only thing makes this kind of amplify a little bit harder because now it almost seems like it's hard to communicate with others or hard to get your point across as we kind of push that energy into Mercury in retrograde. That starts getting overwhelming for a lot of us. And it really does start kind of pushing our energy down in a way and kind of making it more difficult to communicate. Yet at the same time, when that happens, it's really time to focus on what energy, what things do you have to communicate? What are the things that you really require communicating with other people? What do you really desire about communication with yourselves or with other people? Or do you have someone that you can communicate with? That's a really important question to ask because sometimes if we talk to certain people, we don't always feel heard. And that's not the person to reach out to at this time. That can be overwhelming and just add more to this energy instead of pulling it down. This is the time that you want to reach out to the friend that really hears you or really listens to you, and then make sure you turn around and return that favor, that you are really listening to them, that you're really giving them a platform so they feel that they're being heard. And then we get into all of the crazy stuff, all the planetary alignments. And then on top of that, Aquarius, this light energy that is coming in. I have talked to a couple of clients today, and labradorite is the crystal or the stone for Aquarius. And that stone, just playing with that, I left it in the other room right now, but it's one of those, that stone has such amazing energy in it, and it can almost just ground us just by holding on to that stone and just kind of feeling that passion and that energy stuck in that stone. So if anybody has any questions about the energy, I love the energy. I have loved learning more about them. I've been studying planetary energies for quite a while, and I have enjoyed learning each and every one of them. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll give y'all a minute or so if y'all have any questions to post anything else. And then what we're going to end up doing is we're going to be doing our grounding meditation. Like I said, you want to put your feet flat on the ground so you feel really, really comfortable. It doesn't matter if you lay back, the rest of you kind of slump on the sofa or whatever it is. It's just more about communication and grounding yourself at this point. So let's see. I'm going to give you another minute because I know a lot of people. So if you haven't already gotten it, I have a few spots left for my group reading this weekend, the 23rd. It starts at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have a couple of clients from all over the United States that will be joining in on that one. So that will be really, really fun. And then on top of that, Um, so I've got the group reading on the 23rd, and then I've got one still scheduled for the 30th of January, and that one will be a live event in my home. We are only allowing 10 people in, so everybody can socially distance as much as we possibly can. And that one will be, they'll all be traditional. I will do a angel card for each month. And if that's your month, I will also gift you a special message from your angels at that time. And then we will go into one for each month of the year, and then we'll take a break for a few minutes, and then we will start back up and just open the floor to any questions you have. We'll do it the same way online for the 23rd. So that will be kind of what one of the things we'll be doing. The one live here will just be live at the house. So that'll be a really fun one. Adeline is asking, why do you think her energy has been so positive lately? Hopefully you've been able to kind of stay away from some of the people's negative energy that has been really bouncing around out there, but also realizing in a lot of ways, a lot of people are mad about what's happening now or what's happening at this moment, but it's one of those, it's been coming on for a long time. And if you've been able to keep your energy positive and in a positive way, that is amazing for you. I love being around positive people, but I would be careful because there could be some energy vampires that are out there. But if your energy has been really positive, that is a phenomenal thing for you. So let's pull in some cards about kind of what's been going on. So I've got the card Divine Guidance. And this is something that I've been really following the last couple of days and doing a lot more personal readings for myself with my angel cards about getting information about what's about to happen. And I do feel like we are all being divinely guided to work through this energy. I also get that one of the things that's really amazing at this point is kind of although we don't think it's a time to celebrate, or it's one of those, it's kind of like just another weekday, this card is all about celebration. So there's some celebrating that's going to be happening coming up soon, and things are going to change with this celebration. I can just feel it like almost like a pivot point. It's almost like we're going to be doing a 90-degree turn and going in a completely different way. So that is going to be really amazing for us. It's not the card I really wanted. It's this one. It popped. So this one is all about signs. This is about signs that are coming through at this time. What signs are coming through to show you that you're on the right track, to let you know that things are changing. So I am going to get ready to do our meditation for just a couple of minutes. If you have anything that's coming forward, I know a lot of people are still looking for my old format, and we have completely changed our format. And this is what we're going to be doing from now on, talking about the current energy on the planet, what's coming up for people, and how to work through this. So I thank y'all all for celebrating and supporting my business. And then if you would like to get your personal questions answered, you can schedule a private reading for yourself or a group reading for you plus friends or family. And you can do that through reaching out through my websites. So let's start a quick grounding meditation of doing some grounding and kind of just getting into our own energy, and then let's ground that. So we're going to start with a few deep breaths in through your nose, down and through your chest, and all the way back out. Feeling your energy relax. One more deep breath in through your nose, down and through your chest, and all the way back out. Deep breath again, feeling your shoulders and your neck starting to relax. Your arms and your torso. Your hips and your thighs starting to relax. Going down into your knees and your calves, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And then at the bottom of your feet, I'm going to bring this most amazing tree energy in and just ground your energy all the way down into Mother Earth. And that's going to be aided by our creator energy coming in through our top of our head, our crown chakra on the very top. We're going to feel this beautiful golden light hitting the top of our head, coming around the sides, moving in and around all of our energy. And as it just slides and glides down our body, down our neck and our torso, our shoulders, our arms, down into our hips and our legs, and pushing that energy even further down into Mother Earth and grabbing a hold and just feeling this energy vortex that you're in, from Creator's energy on top all the way down into creating and gathering energy from Mother Earth. It's a really powerful energy. We're just going to stay here for a couple of minutes and just feel this energy coming in through your crown chakra from the top of your head, almost like raindrops coming down the sides of your face, your torso, gliding down your hips and your thighs. Feeling your body just feeling so grounded and supported at this time. And with our next deep breath in, we're going to pull in Creator energy into our nose and down through our throats, down into our chest, all the way down and towards our belly button, and then pushing it back out. And you're going to feel this infusion of Creator energy and Creator love going through every cell in your body. And with each deep breath in, this energy is going to spread over your body even more. Down into your thighs, your knees, all the way down towards your feet on the inside. Moving up through your chest, your neck, your shoulders. Going into your head, your ears, all the way to your eyes and your cheeks. Feeling this amazing healing energy both inside and outside the body. Feeling grounded. Feeling Creator's healing energy stopping the flow on your head. And you'll feel the last of that flow down into your head and your shoulders, starting to down the top of your body, inside and out, going all the way down to your torso, your hips, down into your legs, and grounding into Mother Earth through the bottom of your feet. Feeling this healing energy taking over. We're going to do one more deep breath in through our nose, down and through our chest, and all the way back out. Wiggling your toes and your fingers and becoming aware of the space that you're in. Feeling this healing energy all over your body. It's still there. It's still grounding you into Mother Earth and Creator's energy. I thank you all for joining me tonight, and I thank you for the support of my business. If you would like to schedule a private reading for yourself or a group reading for yourself or other people, please reach out to me through my website at www.ruththeresa.com. And I am praying for each and every one of you that have joined us tonight. And I also pray for the United States. I pray for our leaders all over the world, the leaders here in the United States, our governors and our mayors, all the way up to the very top, all the way up to the presidency. I pray for each and every person. And I thank you so much for joining me this evening. I will be on live next week, and I'm so excited if you'll join me then. I'll talk to you soon. Have an amazing night.